Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the World of Madness. Oh yeah guys, I'm actually flying with my Elytra. I'm super excited. I did a lot of things off camera, mostly upgraded my gear, got Elytra Unbreaking 3 and Mending, borrowed a book from our friend Lying, he's over that away. But yeah, so I kind of upgraded our gear mostly, went over to the Enderman farm and did all that kind of stuff over there. Mostly that's all I did. I also did make shulker boxes, so I made a nice little organized inventory. We have a ton of ender pearls in 2 of these. Like these, yep. I got those all from the Enderman farm. And then we got coal and some other stuff. What I'm gonna do with this shulker box is probably turn it into a stone chest. And then maybe, I think, is that the only one that's empty? Yes. That'll probably just be building materials mostly. I might reorganize some other things. I made the red shulker box into a coal shulker box, which I might honestly move over to the green shulker box. But also, I did enchant some other things. I enchanted a sword, sharpness 5, Unbreaking 3, looting 3. I enchanted a hoe. I have never enchanted a hoe before. And this is going to be a new thing for us. I think this is basically the reason I enchanted this was because of the nether stuff, the nether trees or whatever. I think that's apparently a farmable item. I got this to efficiency 5. I got this to efficiency 5. I need mending books on these. That also brings me to the other thing. What I think we should do is either in the next either between episodes, I might go and catch a villager, or maybe even next episode, or I don't know, this episode, we'll see how much time I got. But I think what I want to do is I want to get a villager and see if I can breed them a little bit and find a mending book. I do want to make a village around here though. I definitely want to do that. The only way to make that safe though is to wall them around in a certain area. So I might have to put the villagers inside here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I may end up putting a giant wall that keeps mobs out. I don't know. Or we'll just light it up and all that other stuff. But yeah, but today what we're going to do is, I told you guys I was going to do inventories, interior designs, not inventories. Interior designs of these places. I will, but I don't want to do that on camera because I feel like it's just too tedious of a project or a process. So what I think I'll do is I'll do a building portion with a time lapse over here of the wall here, because I'm going to start a portion here that's going to extend off of this. It's not going to be the exact same thing. It's going to be a different type of walling, and then I'm going to make a tower here. That might be in one time lapse. It might be in 2 time lapses. Ugh, I can speak. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. And then in between that, maybe what we'll do is I'll also do some interiors, and I'll show you guys the finished products once they're done, which will be more interesting to showcase rather than build on camera, I guess. It would be more interesting of more interesting of a content choice, I think. But yeah, I also did finish this roof, so that is cool. It's gonna be a lot of work doing these interiors. I don't know, I may not be able to finish all of them. I might finish a majority of them also between episodes as well. We'll see what happens. But without further ado, I think what we'll do now is I will get some resources together, and then what we'll do is we'll have a time lapse of building this wall. So without further ado, here is that time lapse. And just like that, we are done with basically the plan or the design, I guess, for the wall, at least at the front entrance here. My plan, see this portion here? I'm gonna I can speak. I'm gonna basically copy it and put it over here. And probably what we'll do is we'll do a tower over there. This is gonna be basically our wall, okay? And it's going to be serving as a castle-y design for protecting villagers inside. What my plans are to do is I think I'm going to put an entrance right over here. But yeah, that's the basic idea. I'm probably going to clean this out a lot more and probably transition this a little bit better, because right now it's not that great. I may even add some more castles on the outskirts too. I want this to be a really big build. I don't want it to be super small. I mean, this is really big enough, but I want my builds from future reference to be big scale and stuff hard to tackle. I mean, for example, I had to build this whole landmass to hold this thing up. I mean, and that took quite a bit of time. But yeah, this thing took me so long that the last clip that you guys saw before the time lapse was of me, I think, 2 days ago. So this took me quite a bit, and it took a lot of resources as well. So yeah, I did get carried away though. I was planning on recording, and I recorded a session with you guys, but I thought it was too long because I was trying to show interior design and I wanted to try doing some interior design on camera, which, you know, it's not a bad idea, but what I did was I just basically built walls for a solid 10 minutes, which wasn't super interesting to you guys. But basically what the design is and what I've set up here in these houses is I want to have a 2-block gap here. So that it has a cool design where I can place stuff here and nothing on the outside will show that. It won't be an awkward look on the outside. The interior won't affect the exterior, basically. But, so what I did was I put a 2-layer gap. So basically right now, this is the wall here. That is the exterior wall. So it leaves a lot of room for interior design. But yeah, so basically I tried to record that and tried to do some interior design when I actually just made a bunch of walls and it wasn't actually that interesting. So I decided to re-record it now, talking about just the main point of what I was trying to show here. But I don't have any resources to do interiors, and I don't really necessarily want to do it with you guys on camera because it's super tedious, and honestly, I want to look up some designs in particular. So maybe what I think we will do is I'm going to do the replay mod, but interior design this time. So what I'll do is I'll look up some designs for interior stuff and then probably build it all. We'll see how it looks in replay. I don't know. There may be a replay thing, or I might come back and just show you it. We'll see. It depends on what happens between this clip and the next. Because it could be just I cut straight to a time lapse, or I cut back to me showing all of the build. Anyway, let me go do that, build all this stuff, and basically do the interior. I'm probably going to do the interior of this one and the other one over there. So I will go do that, and then I'll be back with you guys. Oh, baby. Oh, my gosh, guys. It took me quite a long time, actually, to do the interior of this thing. Quite long, in fact, that I didn't have time to do the other interior. Just because it was so convoluted. Not convoluted, but, like, intense of a process. Because I had to just literally look at things and think, you know. I mean, I'm literally taking a page from BWO and just trying to figure out what makes sense in terms of interiors here. What do we need this for, essentially? And so I was thinking in that mindset, and I looked at the interior and I was like, this needs to have a purpose, right? You know, we have this building. This building needs to have an interior redone as well. I may do that off camera between episodes. I think I might honestly just do that and then show you guys the next episode Or what I might do is hold off and then maybe next episode do that. I don't know. I'll make up my mind. I think more likely as what I will do is I will basically do all the stuff off camera and show you guys next episode. But without further ado, let's take a look at this, shall we? Oh, baby. This thing is looking really nice. I moved my armor stand over here. And, you know, as you guys can see, I kind of use what is the block called again? The diorite block. I left the outside here because that was just how it laid out. And I put a red wall here. And oh, also, I forgot to mention, so I didn't use the replay mod. It was just not really worth it because of how much time, like I said, I was looking at things for a long period of time thinking. Using that methodology that our good friend BWO has given us. Anyway. Like I said, so yeah, we got a nice little bush here, which is cool. This is a nice design I've seen on the internet. I put a little painting here, got a little armor stand. What I really love with the 2-layer system that we have is we can do the whole 2 types of things in Windows system, which makes it have so much detail, which I love. And a lot of these quarters are crammed, which is really nice, which it gives it kind of a nice feel. Anyway. We got looms here. If we want to, we can always do a banner. Then we got bookshelves. We got a nice little storage area here. I made a shelving here, which is pretty nice. I love the fact that we have trapdoors now for each individual colored blocks, and I use spruce all the time. It's like heavily used spruce for this. And I also have a nice roof design, or I mean, ceiling design. Nice little table. Got a little sapling here and a little sapling there. I love the scaffolding is able to be used now as like a little table feature, which I think is really cool. But moving on to the kitchen. So basically, like I said before, we have to think in terms of what is our house, you know, all that stuff. What each individual purposes, you know. I mean, that's the methodology of this building interior design that BWO has given us. Anyway. This is a food house. That's the purpose I gave it, and I'm going to stick with it. Basically, I store all my food supplies here. Probably what I'll do is end up putting meat in here as well. We got a nice little fridge, nice little, I guess, knife, sink, little nice ceiling light. And also, under here, if you notice, I also did a lot of lighting, hidden lighting, so we don't have to use torches, which I hate using torches. Nice thing over here, I made a little closet. Got little barrels here for storage purposes, so we can definitely use that to store maybe even more food. Again, we got another light source here. We can use sea lanterns because I like those more than I like the glowstone. I also used it over here. As you can see, more storage, lots of storage, basically mimicked as a shelving system, I guess. You can't see physical things, but you can definitely put things in here, which is a nice, better use for it rather than just looks. Got a window here, got a window there. Nice little painting here. Might move it over a bit. It seems a little too close to the window. Got bookshelves here. We got a nice little place to put little notes here. Maybe if you use your imagination for some recipes. Another closet. We got a nice little storage area here. Also got a nice little bush with a table. I think it looks nice. And then we move on into basically a sleeping area. So I think what I'm gonna have with each of these houses is I'm gonna have a sleeping area for each of them. And it's probably gonna have this, maybe the same design, maybe a little different for each house. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with the other house. We got a nice little window down there. This is our bed, which I've placed here. And I love this design. I literally came up with this all by myself. This is definitely not taken from anybody else. I don't know. Well, okay, it's sort of taken from a video, but I kind of expanded off of it. So like someone said that there was a cool bed design you could do, and I used the sign systems that was used in a YouTube video for interior designs. But what I did was expanded off of that, and I used stairs, some trapdoors, and this little thing here. And then I put some lighting source in the back there, the barrels here, which is really nice. Got a nice little storage thing. That was part of the other design as well. If you want, I can link BWO's video on building interiors. That's definitely something I think I will do. And then maybe I'll link the other video. I'm not sure. I don't know if I remember what video it was, but most likely I will link the B00 video since I am using the basic method here. Again, we got more lighting under here, which is really nice, and it's a good way to use anything but torches. In here, we have a nice little smelting area. I've actually been thinking I might put some hoppers in here so that when I put these in, it might transfer, but at the same time, it might not work. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just basically manually have this. So this is going to be acting as a big, massive storage area for all things food, so that we just don't have a lot of things crammed into one storage area. I mean, we can have a storage area, which I think will be a nice thing to have, but setting apart little houses for stuff like that is a nice feature. But yeah, we got a nice little pickle here, or sea pickle, that's what it's called. And then we got a nice little sapling here. And yeah, so that's basically the whole design of this house. I mean, this is basically our food house, I guess, is what we'll call it. It's got lots of crammed little quarters, but it's also got a nice feeling to it, you know? We also have a nice purpose for it as well, for its interiors to be used for storage, basically for all our food needs, which will be pretty awesome. And I like it a lot. I love the fact that the item frames are now able to be placed on top of these. I just think it's so super cool. And yeah, so basically that's all that we've done inside here. It took me, I mean, like I said, I stopped doing I didn't use the replay mod footage because I was like, this is just way too long, even for replay footage. So it took me a solid like 5 hours, maybe not 5 hours, 3 hours. Let's say 3 hours. I mean, in between I took breaks. I mean, this is another day. So yeah, but I like it a lot. I think another thing that we will expand upon is making this exterior look nice. Not that it doesn't look nice. I want to add a couple little things here, maybe a little bit of storage barrels and stuff like that, maybe little pens for some animals. I don't know. I mean, it might add to it. I don't know. We might not add too much. We might just add a little, just to add, you know, little details, you know? And details are all part of this building technique. I mean, this interior design that I'm using from B00. I just want to make sure I credit that because, you know, it's definitely not my technique for sure. I'm not claiming that it's mine. It's definitely something B00 came up with, and I love. And it just, like, literally just using this technique, oh my gosh, it's just improved the interior here. I mean, there's so much in here. There's so much going on just in this frame, you know? But yeah. Yeah, it's been quite a long time building this stuff, so I'm probably going to end it off here, guys. Yes, I know, it might be a little bit shorter of an episode, but I want to get this video out to you guys, for sure. Probably next episode, what we're going to do is start working on the majority of the castle a bit. Also, I have a little bit of a collab planned with our good friend George. He was on a little bit earlier today. I was planning on recording with him, but I wasn't able to do it. But I do plan on recording with him, either next episode or the episode after that. We'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing this, guys. I really enjoyed using the technique. Like I said, the link to B00's building interiors video will be in the description, you know, if you guys want to know how to do that technique in general. But yeah, I love the technique a lot. It just adds so much to anything building wise. I mean, it also makes it more strategic when you build everything. So, but hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more, and also ring that bell. Don't forget to ring that bell, guys. It really helps notify you guys. Wow, oops. It helps notify you guys when I'm uploading a new video and when it premieres and all that stuff. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next episode.